You in State Parliament and Parliamentary Secretary to the Opposition Leader. Morning to you, Tim.
Good morning, John.
Liberty Sanger is from the Labor law firm Maurice Blackburn, and she's here on behalf of, well, people who are that way inclined. Morning to you, Liberty.
Hi, John.
Your law firm in the news rather a lot this week. The judge has said if there's to be some interim distribution of the bushfire funds from the massive class action, he's going to have to work out costs and some problems with the tax office. What's tax office have ruled that the income earned on the hundreds of millions of dollars invested during the settlement period is taxable income.
Subject to tax. And we are not of that view, and we've had advice that supports our view. So we're very disappointed with the tax office ruling, and consistent with what we've done throughout pursuing the compensation entitlements of these victims. We will fight to ensure that that money is returned to the victims.
So is there going to be a court case within the court case between Maurice Blackburn and the tax office over whether the tax ruling does or doesn't tie up? How many tens of millions of dollars is it?
20 million, I believe.
20 million in dispute over the tax liability
Correct.
of the invested funds.
Correct.
Does that hold the whole settlement up?
No, it's not going to. We're determined to get the money for particularly the personal injury claimants out this year. That was a commitment that we made, and we're going to honour that.
This year?
Yes.
Time's running out. It's the 18th of November.
Yes. Well, for those that are entitled to compensation for property and economic loss, it'll be early next year. But we're very committed to them expeditiously receiving their compensation entitlements. It's been too long as it is, so we want them to receive that money. But we now have this additional issue with the tax office. And I am disappointed with the tax office. I read
that
those.
Goes without saying, but they're applying what they say is the law.
Well, let me just say this, though. I mean, as you would imagine, I've followed this as it's progressed throughout with all the reports to directors and others at Maurice Blackburn. And we have been engaged in constructive discussions with the tax office since June of 2015. For them, only a couple of weeks ago to indicate that there was this problem, and in fact they thought there was a tax liability, given all they know about the bushfire victims wanting and needing this money, I think is very disappointing, and particularly when we've consistently given them the advice that we have received and that we share about that tax liability not being one that is owed.
Either way, you can withhold money from the pool in case the tax has to be paid, fight the tax office, and if you win, you can then distribute it proportionally according to whatever formula is to be applied to the main pool.
Yeah, that's our plan at the moment.
I would have thought that's eminently sensible, but then that's going to cost some money even to fight the tax office. But is it going to have a legal solution in the courts, or is it going to be a political solution, maybe from the Treasurer?
That bit I can't answer. That's all still being discussed at Maurice Blackburn.
All right. I just thought we'd get that out of the way beforehand, because I have had some correspondence from people during the week, and I said, well, just hold off. I'll wait till Friday, because I know one of the partners from the firm is coming in for the wrap, and Liberty will be here, and I can clarify that with her then. 4 minutes to 10. Tim Smith, you've been smiling on the television and in the news during the week as well, together with your boss.